I appear to have two wild ramblers in my base. Yeah, I don't know what they're up to. I'm just going to leave them to it. Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode from the RambleCraft server. And as you can see, I'm still wearing my gold pants, so that means we are doing a lot more in the Nether today. And we're starting things off today over at the honey farm. And it's not honey I'm actually after. I've just crafted all of this up and I've put some away, but what I really wanted was this stuff, the honeycomb. Because, as you know, 1.17 is just around the corner, and it's so close, by the time I get this video out, 1.17 might actually be here. So, I need to get these into my shop, because if you don't know, honeycomb is going to be vital in Minecraft 1.17 for when we're using the copper. This is what you use to coat it and to keep it in the state it is currently in. So, if you want it in like the orange colour, you coat it with this, and it won't oxidise into the green one. And also, if you want to keep it in the intermediate stage, you can use it for that as well. So, I need to get this for sale. So, I'm going to go take these shulker boxes across to the shopping district right now. And we'll get those into End of Ours Emporium. Okay, so we're over at the shopping district. And I've just stocked up this barrel here. Because this one also had ingots in. And no one ever buys iron ingots. So, I don't have a problem with that. We've put the honeycomb in there. And we've set the price at 1 diamond for a stack. I think that's pretty fair. You don't need absolutely loads of this, unless you're building the whole building out of copper, so I could do very well out of this. But I don't have an item frame. And I don't have any in my ender chest anyway, so I think what I'm going to do, we do have some diamonds in here, and I happen to know that this was Hocus, because he's building a crazy mega base really far away, so he needed the rockets to get over there. He and Chester also happen to be selling item frames in this shop here. Yeah, 1 diamond for 24, that'll do for me. Put a little bit back into the economy. So let's get this on here and we can actually get on with what we want to do today. So we'll put that there. Okay, so I've renamed that honeycomb and we'll put that in there. So I think that should be pretty clear. We've got the price on the outside and on emerald on the inside, just as we have for everything else. So that's great. That's the first job for today done. I also forgot to mention as well, the honeycomb is what you need to craft candles. So hopefully they'll be really popular and we'll make a few sales. But we're back over here at the base now, and I'm just cooking up the sandstone that I mined at the beginning, just in case you wondered what that was all about. I've been digging up a load of sandstone, because the main block I'm going to need to finish off the nether hub is the smooth sandstone. So we're just cooking that up now. I think we've got about 2 shulker boxes. That should go a fair way. I may need to get some more, but we'll see how this goes anyway. The rest of the stuff I need, I think I should already have over there from last time. It's just the dark oak and the warped wood again. So we'll get this cooked up and then we'll get over there and get some stuff done. Okay, so we're back in our little storage area over at the nether hub. And I don't actually remember if I showed this last time, but this is where I was just dumping all the stuff that I've been either mining or the stuff that I needed. I waited for all that sandstone to cook and we managed to get 2 full shulker boxes of smooth sandstone and a little bit extra. And this took an absolute age. I think I definitely need to put a super smelter on my to-do list. I don't know where, but it's going on there somewhere. Okay, so now we can do a little bit of building in here. And I think what I want to do is actually start on this side. And I really need to spawn-proof this, don't I? I keep forgetting about this. Go away. The plan here is to build an archway out of sandstone around all 4 of these tunnels. And then the rest of it is going to be sandstone up to the ceiling. But then I don't know exactly how high the ceiling is going to go. This is just a temporary one. And I did build it intentionally too high, so I don't have to mess with it. Let's get this done. So I need some dark oak first. I'm going to continue this kind of design around the edge. And then the inside of this arch is going to be mainly dark oak. But then after I've got it all done, I'll go through and do a little bit of detailing with the warped wood and maybe a few other things as well. But we'll get the main shape in first, and then we can figure out all the detailing later. Okay, so first thing we need to do, I think, is replace all these slabs with the sandstone. And we're going to go up about 5 or 6 blocks for the first bit, because then after that, it's actually going to arch across on each of these as well. Not as much as this one's going to in the middle, but anyway, let's get it done, and you can see what I'm talking about. And doesn't this look cool? I love the sandstone next to the dark oak. It's such a high contrast, it's great. So, I've already lost count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Welcome to counting with Enderbar. Right, so I just want to take this past that a little bit, and I've already fallen down, and I don't have any scaffolding. Brilliant. Okay, so let's get these stairs in so I can see what I'm actually doing. Did I bring any stairs? No, I didn't. Okay, so from here, we're just going to follow it exactly the same. So we need 1 side like that, 1 down there, and I need some glowstone in there. I don't think I brought that either. I'm so well organised. So we need the dark oak in between there. And then we have those on top, and then the glowstone goes in between. That's right. No, the bad thing is, it hasn't actually been that long since I built this, so I should have this fresh in my mind. But my memory's terrible. Really should bring some scaffolding, but just one of them things I always forget to have on me. Okay, so that like that, like that. Glowstone in between, and then a trapdoor on front like that. Right, great. Okay, yeah, like this so far. Right, I need to get this sandstone arching. That's the thing that is really going to set this off. And I need to have that in place before I can actually figure out everything else. So let's do that straight away. So this bit just comes out to bring it into the circle. And the arch is actually going to be this block just here. So let's grab our stairs. I'll start it just there, level with that. I think that should be good. Right, so let's go 5 from here. And then we'll go 1 there. Then we should be able to bring it across a bit now. So if we just go 2, yeah, that'll look good. Just bring this into a peak a little bit. So we'll go in 2s, maybe 3 or 4 times. Once we're getting center, then we'll just go straight diagonal. So let's do this. So, oh, and I do need to dig this out. Right, okay. Please don't be any lava up here. So I've got the 2 there. We'll do another 1 here. And then maybe 1 more. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, no. I'm really pleased we don't have fire tick on this server. I hope that hasn't changed. Oh, I brought my cactus. That can't be good, can it? Right. At least nothing's on fire. Right, I'll get that in a second. Okay, so I think that'll be the last one for the 2s, and then we'll just go straight across now. If I can actually jump. We'll just go like this to the middle, and then we should be somewhere near. Okay, so are we... Right, so 1 more, and we should be in the middle. So what I'm going to do here is just go straight across. So that's the middle, so we'll have 3 like that. I'll just have a few more blocks on top there like that, and then I can dig this out in a second. Yeah, I think that's looking pretty good. Yeah, so let's do the same on the other side and see how that looks. Okay, so from back here, I think this arch, the shape of it, it looks really good. It's just when you get up close, I think because I haven't got the interior of it done yet, it just looks a bit, I don't know, it looks a bit big. And that's a weird thing to say, because I am going for big. I'm not 100% on the shape when I see it like this, but from further back, it does look really good. So I think what I need to do is get the interior of this done. I'm just going to go dark oak all the way up, and then we'll come back and detail it once we've got the bulk of the work done. Let's do that now, because I'm not going to settle on this until I've seen that done properly. Okay, so let's jump up here and try and get the rest of this sorted. So this point here in the corner, I think I'm going to need a slab. And then we'll just carry the stairs around from where I've done it at this bit, just to that edge there. I think that could work pretty well. I'm just trying to get a bit of depth into this, rather than just having a big flat wall. I just want it to have a little bit going into the tunnel. What I'm going to do here, right. What we could do here is just come out like that, and then have this as like a little arch. Yeah, that'll work. So I'll do that, and then that. And then I need my slab there, don't I? Where's that go? Like that, and then follow the stairs around again. Just like that, and then oh, now this is an arch. I just need 4 blocks going next to that, and I think that should look pretty good. And these are just going to come back to where the stairs are. And then obviously I will spawn proof inside here as well, but for now, not a big deal. So this is going to go through a lot of dark oak. And then what I'm going to do here, I think we could have another stair there like that. Yeah. I'm doing this blind. I have no idea what this is going to look like until I get down there, but let's just give this a try. This is going to look so plain, but it's more the shape I'm looking at the minute, and then we can do a little bit of detailing once we're happy with this. So let's have a look at this for now. Oh yeah, that's coming together. I like that. And yeah, it is very, very plain, especially when it goes all the way up, but you know, we can put some details in here with the warped wood, and we'll put the lanterns and the fences in there as well. That's going to look really cool. So yeah, very happy with that. Okay, so I think we've reached that time. It's time for me to knuckle down, get some work done, and obviously going to have to do that in a time lapse. So let's put some music on and get some building done. Okay, so we have made a lot of progress there. We've got the walls in, and after doing that, I had a little bit of a break, and I've just logged back in, and seeing this, it has just put a massive smile on my face. Really happy with how this has turned out. Looks really, really good. And it was when the lights went in, actually. That's the thing that I think really made the difference. Lighting in the Nether is so important, because it just looks so dark and gloomy if you don't. So with that in mind, the next thing I want to tackle is these things here. I did say they would look a bit plain, and I was right, they definitely do. So we're going to fix that right now and get this all detailed. But first, I just want to point out something. This arch here, I was only going to have one of these, this inner one. But when I was building, I think it was the third one, and then I don't know why, but I kept getting this wrong. The first one, which was this one I did on camera, this went absolutely fine. The second one, I couldn't get the middle of this right, I just kept doing it completely wrong. And then this third one, it was even worse, because instead of building this inner arch, I built this outer one, which I didn't actually intend to have one there. But then once I'd done that, I built the inner one as well, and then after stepping back, I actually like the look of it, so I repeated that on the other three sides. So this is where we're at the minute, and I think this looks pretty good. Now what we need to do is a little bit of detailing, so we need some materials. And I have just been back to my base, and I got some scaffolding, so I'm going to try and be slightly professional from now on. Okay, so I think I've got everything I need now, and it is very simple this, but hopefully it should be quite effective. So we've got the warp stem, which again we're going to strip, just like these. We've got the shroom lights, because as I said, the lighting in here is what makes all the difference. So we're going to go really crazy with the lighting in this. There's going to be shroom lights, but we're also going to have the lanterns hanging off these spruce fences. And then we've also just got a few stairs just to mix up the texture a little bit. So any areas that we do leave that we don't put the other stuff in, we can just change the planks out for the stairs, and hopefully that'll just give it a nice little bit of something, and it should look pretty good. Okay, so let's figure out the middle first. This is the bit where we're just going to have some stairs, so if we just take 3 out like that, and then what we're going to do, we'll probably have the stairs, do we want them upside down or the right way up? No, because we're going to have, right, we'll have them the right way up, because I want to do something at the top of these. So let's just go, right, fill, already getting it wrong. Second block placed is wrong. Right. Okay, so from there, we know where the middle is now. So we're going to leave like a 3 wide strip just at this bottom part. And then we're going to take out 3 either side of it. I'm going to go up about 4 or 5, I think. Okay, yeah, so let's take that as well. And what I want to do here is put the stairs in to give this like a curve. So we'll go like that. And then at the top as well. So how much of a gap is that? That's... No, actually, no. This is quite thick here, isn't it? So I can go down. Let's go down 1 more. Because I want this like an odd number, really. So I don't want to just leave 2 there. Because we're going to have the shroom lights in between here. So it's going to be really obvious. So let's go like that. And then we just need some temporary blocks below there. We've got netherrack. That'll do for me. So pull out there. And get rid of that. Because that's a slab. And then there, we can have the warp stem. Okay, so that's looking alright, I think. And then, right, I want to make this completely spawn proof as well. So I can't have planks like that. Let's have that there. And then above that, just to mix it up a bit, going into this. What I'm aiming for here, actually, is for this to look a bit like a window. But it's not looking out onto anything. So the shroom lights are going to be like the actual window. That'll probably not make any sense. But let's have a look at it, and hopefully you'll see what I mean. Do that like that. And then we're going to have... Let's just mirror this, actually. So let's have the dark oak at the top, where that is. Just like that. And then we'll have the spruce one below it. And then I think just behind there, we'll have the shroom lights. And that should look like a pretty cool window. That's not a window, but you know what I mean. And then we'll leave these open, actually. And I think I'm going to put some lights to the side of them. Yeah, that'll look pretty cool. So let's just do it below slightly. Because that's quite a big area there. So let's do that like that. And then we'll have the lantern hanging from that one. Okay, so let's just step back a bit, see what that looks like. I'm going to see what this scaffolding I might. Oh yeah, that's definitely better. I think that's going to look really good. So I'm going to do a similar thing now. I'm going to put one on the other side, and I think there should be enough space at the top for me to do that. And then wherever there's any space, I'm going to hang some lanterns off the fences, and I think this is going to look really good. So let me get this one finished, and we'll have a look in a second. Okay, so I've got all those 3 in now. And I must say, it is looking pretty good. I love the depth of it as well. So when you're running in from an angle, and because this is so tall, you don't see it all. And it's just, as you come round, you get to see all the little details in it. And hopefully you see what I mean by this looking like a window now. I think that gives the impression of it being like a window, something to look out on. But because it's the nether behind there, we don't really want to look at that, do we? So I think this is definitely going to work, and that doesn't look right to me. I think I should have those stairs either way up. But anyway, I'll fix that in a second, because what I want to do now is try and figure out the ceiling. So what I think I want to do is actually make this central bit a little bit bigger. So have something on top of here, and I'm thinking maybe some more of the warped stem just standing on top. And then around that, we could have some of the smooth sandstone again. I definitely want some of the smooth sandstone in the middle, so it ties it all together. And then the ceiling itself, I think, is going to be fairly simple, because we've got a lot going on in here, and I do have a plan to do something a little bit different with the floor as well, so we don't just have this big massive spruce wood. So with that in mind, I don't think the ceiling needs to be too crazy, but we definitely want to have some sandstone on here, so I'm going to get up here and try and figure out what we're going to do up there. Okay, so I've just grabbed some of this warped block, because I think this could look pretty good on top of these green planks. It may be a bit too similar, so it might clash, but let's just give it a go. All I'm going to do is just have these about 3 or 4 high all the way around, and then we can have some fancier design with the sandstone and the sandstone stairs just like in front of those, so like at this block here. So let's just get these in, and then we'll start doing something a bit fancier. Okay, so I've done that about 5 high, so let's just step back a bit, see if I can land on here and see how that looks. Okay, so that looks like a big monstrosity at the minute, but don't worry, we're going to make this a lot fancier. So I haven't got any sandstone on me, so let's just quickly grab that. Okay, so stairs like that. I want to leave a gap of 1 and then go like that. And then these basically just want to follow this around, so let's see if I can do this. Just something like that. Actually, that should be enough now. So if I get up there, then I can just follow it all along. Right. Okay, so then should we go along a couple like that? Now we just need to figure out where the middle is as well, don't we? So let's go there. And then we'll bring it in a little bit. So 1, 2, leave it like that. Yeah, that's alright like that. So let's do one like that. Have another gap of 2. And then one like, not like that. Like that. Right, and then we could have some kind of fancy arch over the middle bit. And then we're going to need to put something in here. So I'm thinking like a dark oak something. Maybe have some lighting as well. But I think we've got a lot of lighting going on at this side, haven't we? So let's just get all this sandstone in. And then we'll try and figure out if we like it or not. Alright, yeah, I think that could work. It's just to add a little bit of sandstone into the middle, because I just think it's going to need it, so it'll tie into the rest of the build. What I'm thinking is we'll have a dark oak log going all the way from the wall where I'm stood now into that, and then we'll just build the ceiling off of that. So let's get the rest of this middle bit in. Okay, so before I'm fully committed to doing this all the way around, I've just built up this front face, and then I wanted to figure out where this top part was going to go. So I'll just put this dark oak log across the top, which I'm just stripping now. And then from here, I don't think I've got any dark oak slabs on me, but what I'm thinking is that they'll just go down like half a block at a time, and then down to the corner, and then just round, and then we can tie all this in at the side. That's why this is a little bit lower actually, because I just had the vision of this going down at an angle, and then it'll wrap around this bit, and then back up that way. So I think I've got it all clear in my head now. I think I know what I'm doing. I'll put some kind of little design with wood on the front of there, maybe dark oak just to contrast with that. I wasn't sure about this warp block at first, but you know what? I think I quite like that. So, yeah, this is a plan. I know what I'm doing. Let's jump into a time lapse and get this thing finished. Okay, and just like that, there we have it. The RambleCraft Nether Hub is now complete. And, you know what? Even if I say so myself, I think this turned out pretty good. got everything done I said I was going to do. Got this central pillar done. Fairly simple ceiling, but I think this works pretty well. And just while I was doing it, I decided to put this little trim around the edge, and that's wrong, that shouldn't be there. Need to fix that. And then in the floor, we did something a little bit different. So we added these little shapes around the edge, just like sections of the circle. And then this is still all spawn proof. We've got the slabs here, then the stairs, and then this is glass. It's light grey glass, so you can barely see it. But then that allows us to add some more lighting into the floor, because these parts were quite dark down here, and it was just a bit boring. So that's why I decided to put a lot in. I think this has gone very, very well. Very pleased with this. Apart from that block up there that I need to get rid of. But building this, as you can imagine, very time consuming. So unfortunately, we've reached that time again. I'm going to have to leave it there. So if you have enjoyed this episode, please do leave a like. And I'll see you again next time. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye bye.